Hi guys, welcome back to this channel. Today we are going to discuss science checkpoint for lower secondary with the past paper code 0893. Today's topic is thinking and working scientifically with the subtopic dependent, independent, control variables. Let's take a closer look what is dependent and what is independent and what is control variables. So we have variables in scientific experiment are things that you can control or change or observe. Now, the variable that you can control is called control variables. So, control variables are the things that we keep the same in an experiment. So, the keyword is the same. So, the keyword is the same. Next, variables that you can change is independent variables. So independent variables are the things that you choose to change. Now, the last one is variables that you can observe. It is dependent variables. So dependent variables are things that change as a result. Here's some more examples to make you understand more about this. Before that, the keyword for independent is what you change. Dependent is the result. Independent is what you change. Dependent is the result. Control is the same. Keep the same thing in experiment. Let's take a closer look in example of the question. So in this question, this is taken from the science checkpoint paper, past paper. So sound can be reflected in the same way as light. This is physics question related to scientific inquiry question. Sophia and Yuri investigate the relationship between the angle of incidence, x in this case, and the angle of reflection, y in this case. They use the apparatus in the diagram here. This is a ticking clock, tube A, and tube B, and sound meter and a board. This is another board. So what Yuri do? Yuri puts the ticking clock next to tube A. Next puts the sound meter next to tube B. Next uses the same value for angle X. So it is a keyword same. So we must relate this to control variable. Uses different value of angle Y. Now different means what you change. So that is independent. Next, Sophia writes down the sound level shown in the sound meter. Complete the table about the variable. Variable to change, variable to control, variable to measure. Now the first one to feel change, what you change is different values of y. So that will be our independent variable. Variable to control is the same. So same value for x. And there's another variable that we should keep the same to make a fair test. So only one things are allowed to change in each experiment, so the result can be observed. So we can keep length of tube the same. That has to be the same to make a fair test. Loudness of ticking clock should be the same. And of course, angle x or value of x. So again, different value of y, so variable to change angle y, independent variable, control variable, length of tube, loudness of ticking clock, value of x, and variable to measure is the dependent variable, is the sound level. And here is clear. Xavier writes down the sound level shown on the sound meter. So sound level is the variables that Xavier observed. This is dependent variable. It is dependent depending on the angle Y, depending on the angle Y. So the level of sound depending on angle Y. So that is what Yuri measured. So we hope it's clear. Dependent, independent, and control variable. So change variable to change is independent. Variable to control is control or fixed variables. Variable to measure is dependent variable. Here's another example to make it clear. ICO investigate the reaction of magnesium with hydrochloric acid. The diagram shows her equipment: 25 cubic centimeter of hydrochloric acid and excess magnesium ribbon here. So this is the ribbon. Now delivery tube, it produces bubbles of gas, we see it, and this is X. So ICO collects 35 cubic centimeter of gas in 5 minutes. ICO want to find out what happens when the concentration of acid is increased. So increase, it means the variable that ICO change. So ICO doubles the concentration of acid. She uses and repeats the experiment. Predict the volume of gas she collects in 5 minutes. So since ICO doubles the concentration before, change is 35. Since it's doubled, our prediction will be doubles of 35. 35 times 2 is 70. So that will be our answer. This one here. So it's 70 cubic centimeter as it doubles. The reason is more acid particles available to react with excess magnesium. So question B, write down 2 variables she controls. Controls means keep the same or control variables. So in here, it's clear that it has to be the size of magnesium, or you can say volume of acid or temperature of acid. So only one thing are allowed to change in each experiment. So ICO can observe the results and it will be a fair test. Now the things that ICO changes is ICO doubles the concentration. So this is the things that the variable that ICO changes, it will be the independent. Independent variable is the things that ICO changes, that is doubles the concentration. So in this case, independent variable is concentration of acid. Now the dependent variable is what ICO observed as the result. So dependent variable depending on the concentration of acid. If it's 35 cubic centimeter before ICO doubles, and then when ICO doubles the concentration becomes 70 cubic centimeters. So in this case, dependent variable is volume of gas collected. So remember, keep in mind, dependent variable is always the things that depending on what ICO change, and dependent variable is the things that ICO observe. Independent variable is what ICO changes, that is concentration of acid, and control variable is what ICO keeps the same, that is size of magnesium, temperature of acid, volume of acid. So only one thing are allowed to be changed in each experiment to make sure that the result will be depending on that one factor that being changed. So we can observe the result and the relation between what we change and what is the result. Well, we hope today's discussion is helpful to you. So today's discussion is conducted by Study with Tuition Online. We provide online tuition for this subject and syllabus. Please email us if you are interested to join with our online tuition with affordable price, or you have any unsolved question that need to be solved. Bye bye and see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and follow this channel, and see you in the next video. Bye bye and God bless you.